Action. Hello and welcome to Bricks and Bits episode number 41, pre-Brick Fair, North Carolina. Maybe I'll have some crazy stories next week. Maybe you should check back. Anyway, this week's guest is Brick Buff Productions. He changed his name. What a guy. What's up, Danny? How are you doing?
Surprise. Pretty good. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, so this is a new guest. We've never had him before. We also have Just Too Good and Brickitect. How are you guys going?
Yeah, I'm a new guest myself. You got
glorious.
Just Too Good squared.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, today was so filled with Lego news. This is like the biggest day for Lego news since like Toy Fair.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
We'll get there.
We're gonna get there. We have some lovely sponsors for tonight's show. As you guys can see, that sidebar is filled. So it turns out people do love us, unlike last week. Our first sponsor is Ty the Lego Guy. He says, "Hey Lego Maniacs, Ty the Lego Guy." Well, this is a little outdated now. He sent this to me. He says, "Just started a couple months ago." He's been going for a while now. I guess it's been like 4 months. I don't know. He's been going for a while now. You guys know him. He's always sponsoring the show. But that being said, he talks exclusively about Lego, from everything from reviews, mocks, themes, which sets to buy as gifts, where to get the best deal, and even how to invest in it. Most importantly, though, his channel is about the love of Lego. The special thing here this week is he's just started his new Lego Traveler series called The Search for the Holy Legos. That's all about finding exclusive Lego sets in foreign countries, along with some really cool footage of the country, and would love for you guys to check it out. That actually sounds really cool. Like, just going through different countries looking for Lego sets. Like,
yeah. I'm gonna check that out right after the show.
Yeah, I see. He's got his first episode up there, so I'm gonna have to watch that too. Oh man, I'm down for that. That sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
All right, Justin, you want to tell us about our next sponsor?
Oh yeah, no, it's one that I personally recommend. It's Iceberg Bricks, and he posts a lot of YouTube videos and live streams and such. But one of his best series is On the Icebox, where he just interviews Lego community members, much more frequent rate than I interview Lego community members on the Just Two podcast. So go check that out. And another highlight was that he did a big, massive Star Wars Ghost. So check that out. In terms of the build, you don't really see too much love for that vehicle. And go follow him on YouTube or on Twitch, and those are all linked below.
Yep, you can check him out. Thank you to Iceberg Bricks for sponsoring the show. Our final sponsor of the show is MBL Designs. Michael, aka MBL Designs, has been a Lego fan since the age of 6, as I believe many of us have been, and has had a passion for Lego building ever since, mainly building mocks based on licenses like Marvel Comics, DC Comics, and Star Wars. Michael loves discussing everything Lego related, and his video library contains everything from mock showcases, haul videos, mock tutorials, Lego set to movie comparisons, and much more. You can check him out as well, linked down in the description below. You get a sample of his videos on my screen now, but I would definitely recommend clicking the link down there, and you can go subscribe to him. Anyway, we can now get into the show here. We have quite a few topics to start with. I guess we're going to start with today. Today's Wednesday, March 20th that we're recording this, right?
Yep, that is the date.
Sounds about right.
So it's been a busy day. Greg has been in the dark because I told him to stay in the dark, and that's going to be interesting later on. We'll get his actual reactions on stuff, which is something you don't get a lot, I feel like.
Nope.
So Greg will get to enjoy that. He'll have it recorded. He's going to play it up for the camera, of course, so of course it won't be genuine, but that being said,
Holy cow.
Yeah, can you believe this minifig? Anyway, point being, it's been a very busy day. Justin, you want to give us a rundown? You probably can summarize it better than I can.
So basically I stood up late, doing some reviews that aren't even coming in. I was like, oh, there's not going to be anything on a Wednesday.
Right.
And so I did that, and then I go to sleep. 2 hours later, I'm woken up, and the first thing that came out was the Far From Home. Actually, no, wait, sorry. I was thinking about something else. I actually didn't go to sleep. I remember I was about to go to sleep, and then Far From Home came out, and I saw that the Brick Fan covered it, because I saw it at 3 a.m., and I'm like, I won't be able to cover this. This is a leak. There's no links. And I'm like, oh, darn it. There actually is a link to it, so I got to do this. So I'm like, I do this. It takes me 2 hours. I don't know why it took so long, and I put that out at 9 a.m., go to sleep, wake up 2 hours later, and it was to Ashton Flash, and he called me. Sometimes he calls me when there's Lego news I haven't covered, and he's like, dude, the Disney minifigures are out. I called you 2 hours ago, and I'm like, crap. So he probably called me the moment I went to sleep, and I didn't pick up, and so I was 2 hours late, so I'm doing this one.
Yeah, I tried to call you last night. There was some Lego to be had.
I know. I was because I drove up yesterday.
Right.
So I was
sleeping
when you called
I didn't even
me.
think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I told friends like, oh, I'll be at dinner or whatever. So, but I ended up going after dinner, and I
Yeah, I
got
saw.
yeah.
Yeah, for those
Which
that don't
I don't
know,
know. I might regret that purchase. The
the
tie
Von
from
Rags. Yeah, I mean, I built it. I like it. I built it last night
I
at like
know.
1
I saw you
a.m.
had a review of it. It looks good. It's just the price. But either
Right.
way, so I pushed that out, and then I'm like, okay, I guess I'll drop an Endgame set review, and I dropped that like an hour later because I'm like, I filmed it yesterday, so
Right.
3 videos today, I guess. But yeah, it's so much Lego news for. I'm amazed they released Disney Series 2, but I have a theory with it, and we'll get to that later.
Ooh,
Why
a
they
theory.
released it so early. Yeah.
Yeah, I last night at like 9:30. I packed up everything, not everything, but I just drove to Orlando last night to get some Lego sets. Got back at like 11:30 and started building. It was nuts. But it's days like last night and today, and it's like I don't know, like you guys could probably relate. Like it's what makes me realize that I definitely like making Lego videos on YouTube, because like the amount of work I put in like the last 24 hours is just insane. And like if I didn't enjoy it, I would have definitely stopped. Like you would have hit a wall at some point there.
Yeah, for sure. For me, it's like I don't mind waking up when it's good stuff like this. Like I hate when people wake me up, but when people wake me up for Lego news and it's good Lego news, I don't care. So I'm running on like 3 hours.
You need
sleep,
your naps like fine. Clark. It's all right.
Well, what I do now is when I'm tired and I'm like still groggy in the afternoon, if I woke up earlier, I sit up late, I just go straight to the gym, and I'm like, okay, this wakes me up, and so I just did that right now, and it woke me up. So that's where I'm at right now.
Seems to have worked.
That's where I'm here. So yeah, it works.
Right. So I want to quickly cover what Danny's been up to before we get into all our news and we get to show Greg all the cool stuff, right? Danny, what have you been up to? You haven't been making a lot of videos.
I've been up to a lot. So I've been at college. I go to the University of Illinois engineering. So that's keeping me busy. I do have some Lego down there. I brought a bunch of Lego. I made a video about my college setup in my dorm room. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I don't really have too much time to make videos. I make videos like once every 2 or 3 months while I'm there. So
right.
You run a lug, right?
Yeah. So I'm in Rebel Lug. And so that's where I put a lot of my time into. So yeah, you're not seeing videos of me, but I'm doing stuff every day. I know you guys are talking about having a busy day today with all the Lego news. I was also having a busy day with Rebel Lug news. Stuff we're working on for Star Wars Celebration. We might have a special collaboration with Lego there. So that's something exciting to look forward to.
That's in less than a month. What's going on with that?
Yeah, I mean, we've been in talks with them. There's a really great contact. She's the head of market integration for North America, Alyssa Harrington, and she's just been absolutely wonderful working with us.
Oh, she's great. Yeah, she's a great person.
Oh yeah. So we've been working together over the past, I'd say month or so on this. So yeah.
Interesting. I will not.
But yeah,
you're going, right?
Yo, yeah. I mean, originally I wasn't, but now with the opportunity at hand, I cannot pass this one.
No, definitely not.
I will be there now.
Be honest. Are they giving you free travel?
Not free travel, but
okay,
I cannot comment on anything else that's going on.
Okay.
You might see some cool stuff there. Anyways, so I made this video at college. I forgot what it's even called. I think it's like a major channel announcement or a new direction or something like that. Basically announcing that since I didn't have time at college to make mock videos and stuff like I do back home,
right?
I was gonna focus on like Lego history. And right after I published that video, I get a Snapchat from Ryan. And he's like, just so you know, I'm not copying you. And it's like something that he had in the works.
It's still written on paper, and I haven't done anything with it.
Wait, you guys are doing a Lego history segment?
Something like that. I don't. It's an idea in my head.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Everyone copies everyone, as it turns out. I guess.
Everyone let's quick do Lego history.
Greg, you should teach Clark some Lego history.
I should.
It's a good video idea.
One of our 3 videos when we put it out.
No, I'm thinking his own series. Just Clark learns his Lego history.
That'd be
there
cool.
You go.
Homeschooled.
Yeah, homeschool, and all I do is teach him Lego stuff.
It's all you need to know.
Lego can be math. I mean, it could really be a lot of things, honestly.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
You should totally like do something like trying to teach him some concept with Lego bricks. That would be interesting.
His entire reading is just reading the front of Lego boxes.
How I Learned to Read, a book by Clark.
Yep. Next direction. Where we're going.
So Danny, I also noticed recently you've done some charity streams. Do you want to go on about that a little bit? Because that's obviously something really good to see in the community.
Of course. Real quick, I just want to finish the last stream of thought. This kind of ties into charity stream a little bit. So with that new kind of changing around the content on my channel, I decided to change my channel name to The Brick Buff instead of Lego Buff Productions. No, it was not because Lego contacted me. A lot of people are like, oh man, Lego's finally cracking down on him. That's not the case. We actually asked Lego a few months ago about having Lego in your name, and they said, like, yeah, it's technically against our guidelines, but we're not going to go out of our way to crack down on you guys. So I changed my name back then now. So my name is now Lego Buff Productions.
I see that. So
I
interesting.
did a flip. Yeah, the reason for that being is because Rebelug is now going to start pumping out YouTube videos. Before we would just do like when we were at conventions and stuff, but now we're going to start active content on there. And one of those active series that'll be starting in a few months is the Lego History series that I was planning on doing before. So you guys are going to be able to get a head start on me on that one.
Interesting.
So that was the reason for the brief name change, but now we're back to normal. But so these charity streams. So at U of I, at the college I go to, there's this fundraiser that I became a part of, and it's for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And so basically, if you've ever heard of like St. Jude's hospitals, those are the most famous ones. These are very similar to that, in that they focus on children. And so this organization I got involved with, they're fundraising money. They usually fundraise close to $150,000 every year. And so everyone who participates, they ask to fundraise at least $125. So I thought, what better way to do some Lego streams and try to fundraise the money that way? So that's what I've been doing the past 2 days or so. I've been
it's really cool
hosting building streams for that.
Yeah, I wish more people. I mean, I guess it's not something that like people should be doing all the time, but like I wish you saw more of that. Like I like seeing that. Like it's a good thing. So
one of my favorites is Beyond the Brick. They do the Creations for Charity 24-hour stream. Like that's a really cool thing, and you know that's every year. It's kind of like a yearly thing that you can get ready for. So I'd love to see more of those like big events like that, but that are yearly and not like once a week or whatever.
For sure. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting thing to be doing, and it's good work. So I appreciate you doing it. Let's talk about some Lego Spider-Mans. I haven't seen this movie, so I want to say this first set looks like a. Can we all agree that this first set is?
Well, the movie didn't come out yet.
Oh well, I definitely haven't seen it then. Point being, I probably won't see it anyway. The first set looks like it's from Power Miners. I don't know if y'all are gonna agree with me on that,
yeah,
but
Crystal
like
King. It looks like the Crystal King.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a Power Miner set to me,
which I like. I mean, I like the Crystal King. It's one of a kind.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah, so I think this one looks fine.
It's interesting.
It's interesting.
I love all the street signs. It's we have to make a quick show today, so it's one word answers. Interesting.
How about just a yes or no?
Yeah. So Hydro Man attack.
Oh wow, that was quick.
Yes.
Well,
I was just kidding. If you have something else to say about that, you good.
Danny, do you like the Marvel?
I'm not showing it. Oops.
You know what? I want to say I'm fed up with all these mechs, honestly. Like, I know they're the best. So, like, working at the Lego store for Lego, the popular superhero sets that we always sell out of are the mech sets, and I just absolutely hate them. I know they're going to keep making them, and they bring them into other themes now, but like I'm just fully against the mechs. That's my hot take on it.
Shots fired.
I mean, I do.
Mechs, so I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's kind of oversaturated. There are a lot, but I mean, they also
because mechs are awesome.
Greg, you're a big mech fan.
I'm a mech attacked.
Oh my goodness, name change.
Yep.
They're just so easy to design, and like whenever you go to conventions, we do build challenges, and people build a mech. People like call you out, and like that's the easiest thing you can build. Like build something else.
Dang, I didn't know it was
roast,
that
boom,
competitive.
Yeah,
you can build. I have a 4-year-old. I know. It's a wall.
It's a wall.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's not a bad set. Hydro Man attack. I might just buy this one because it's like Venice. Like that's pretty dope.
Awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like Venice, like it's always a place I've never visited, but like just seeing it like movies or whatever, like it's a neat place.
It's crazy to get a Lego set like this and like Marvel superheroes. Like this is really cool and cooler than a lot of the city stuff they put out too, which is just crazy.
Some people are going to integrate this into their city for sure.
Oh, for sure. And it's such a unique change of pace. And for a theme that I think the Marvel Superheroes team has been having some pretty weak builds lately, this was a great surprise. And I love how this came out. Also, the minifigures in this one, that it's cool that we're getting a Peter Parker that has a cap that has the mask pulled up, because we always see him with the mask kind of pulled up.
Right.
I really like that. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like the box art too.
Yeah, no, it's great box art for once. It's pretty good.
For once.
For once. Well, yeah, because this year, I don't know, the boxes haven't been pleasing me. But
these are better than this year's.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think Molten Man's box art was kind of cool, too. And MJ's exclusive, as well as Hydro Man. But Mysterio comes in every set, which is an interesting choice.
Who is Mysterio? Oh, is he... Oh, the guy with the globe on his head? Fishbowl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, this set reminds me like of an updated version of that old Indiana Jones set with the boats. You know which one I'm talking about?
The River Chase?
Yeah, because you have that similar kind of bridge and then the little structure on the right. And I love that they included the gondola, the little boat there. That's really great.
Gondola sells it.
Yeah, for sure. It also reminds me of... People were saying it. I forgot which one, but not just the Indiana Jones set.
Huh. Well, if it comes to mind, let us know.
I think the way this box is set up, though, it really makes the set look a lot bigger than what it probably is when you actually build it. Like if you look behind it, it looks like the buildings are kind of bigger than what they are, which is good marketing, but I don't know.
Yeah, and it's, if you guys are wondering, it's $40. So do you guys think that's worth the $40?
I just died.
That's it. That was the end of it.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
can we
$30
do Greg guesses for this next set before you reveal the price?
I
want to know.
Over what I think is reasonable, that's probably the price. So that's a $30 set.
Yeah, let's put your theory to the test here with the next set.
I think it's pretty worth it. I mean, it's
not surprising.
I think it has 500 piece, 473.
Yeah, it was a lot.
471.
I was worried it was going to cost $50 when I read the piece count, so that actually isn't
It looks
that
like
bad.
a substantial build. But
Yeah. No, I don't think that's that bad for 40, but we'll see. We'll move on though. The Stark Jet and drone attack.
Yeah, what is bad for the price? This is like 70, I think, and it does not look. It looks like they cut so many stickered windows. Really, are we really doing this?
Stickered windows.
That really ticks me off.
What else would they use though?
The window piece that they used, they needed to make this set bigger, in my opinion. For $70, it doesn't look like it's worth $70. It looked like a $50 vehicle,
Right.
in my opinion. And so if they made it bigger, they could use the window piece that they use with the airline stuff, and that would just fit better, in my opinion. So,
This is the only one that comes with Spider-Man too, I noticed.
That is true, though. The traditional outfit, which I kind of don't like because it's the same one from Homecoming, which came in 2 cheap sets.
Okay.
So yeah, the 2 variants in the other sets are much more interesting to me. But I don't know about you guys. Anything catch your eye with this?
I think the design's pretty clean. Like I'll probably get this one just because it's a really nice looking jet, right? Like that's where I'm at on it. $70 is gonna suck. Maybe I'll wait for it to go on sale like a wall. This won't be one that I'll be like, I'm gonna buy this release day. It'll be, it'll go on sale one day and I'll get it.
I see.
But
yeah, I don't know.
it's clean.
I don't even like the design of it.
I feel like as a Star Wars fan, I could see you really liking this.
Yeah, it's just a clean jet. I'm all for like
But
streamlined.
look at all the different. I don't know. There's like some weird
symmetrical.
Like, there's gray in the middle. Like the gray is very distracting to me, and it just looks so squished. Especially the interior. I don't know if you've seen the interior.
Yeah, the top of the jet. It doesn't look like it's very tall. Like it looks like you could barely fit a figure standing up or sitting down in there. I'm not even sure which. Like there definitely isn't a lot to the cabin of the jet. I'm with you there, but the rest of it feels like it's fine.
Yeah. I don't know. And also, only exclusive minifigure, which it seems like with this line or this wave, they're doing 1 exclusive minifigure per set besides the Hydro Man set. And the only exclusive one in this set is Nick Fury. If the Happy Hogan figure, which he's kind of a character that's been in the MCU since the beginning, looks nothing like him. I don't know if you wanted to search up a picture of Happy Hogan, but if you compare it to that figure, it doesn't look anything like him. Like I don't know if they just didn't get the rights to use Jon Favreau, who's the actor for Happy Hogan, but it's like I don't know what's going on there. It's pretty bad.
I mean, it's definitely supposed to be fat.
Well, this one looks slimmer than that, and he has black hair in this one, black combed hair, which I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't look that. It's just a guy wearing a suit.
The hair color's off. He looks too young. He looks Slim. I don't know. It's just he has a beard in the movie. Like, there's so much. Like, I don't know.
I don't see a beard in this. He's not wearing a. He doesn't
Did you
have a
type
beard.
in Far From Home?
Oh no.
Yeah, because that's probably from Iron Man.
Yeah.
The original.
He's got a little goatee. He doesn't have a beard. Come on
Goatee. I get them mixed up. What do you want me to say?
now. That's weird. I don't know. Lego done. You know they work off concept art. Maybe he didn't have a goatee originally, and then he grew one before they
but
when
the
they
hair
filmed.
color, like, come on. I don't know. It's just that really ticks me off because I'm like, okay, like that could have been a really cool opportunity.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. It's just, it's something that I would never pick up on. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well.
Disney minifigure. This is the big one for Greg. He's gonna
Okay.
wait.
Oh yeah.
So did we say this on camera? Which ones you think might be missing? He said Mickey
No,
and
he
Minnie.
didn't say which. Well, he said Mickey. He said Mickey.
Well, yeah, you
Mickey?
said I think it was Ross is upset about someone missing, and you said who would be missing if you thought of Disney, and immediately to my mind came Mickey Mouse.
Right.
That'd be the one you'd be missing if you were thinking of Disney.
So fortunately or unfortunately, depends on who you are. You are wrong.
Okay.
Mickey,
Should I click it now?
Yeah, you can click it. Mickey's not missing. Well, in some capacity, Mickey's there. You get the Justin. I think you're probably more upset about this than anyone else. The fact that
Okay.
the vintage Mickey reuse.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So first off, we're using vintage Mickey from Steamboat Willie, and this was something that one of my friends said that they might use those in the series, but with different colors because the press release emphasized on the special silver version in Steamboat Willie.
Right.
That's exactly what happened. These don't have silver on them, and they're slightly different. But yeah, no new pieces in the Lego Ideas set, which makes me sad because I thought it was going to be a change for Lego Ideas where they would actually allow new pieces. But
Yeah, it appears it just happened to line up very well, and they're like, "All right, we can do it." So interesting. I think my favorite, I like the idea of owning a Scrooge McDuck.
oh, for sure.
Like
Same
that-
for me.
That was
sounds
so
fun.
cool.
Looking at these, like I really want the DuckTales crew. I want Scrooge. I want Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Yeah,
It's
those
crazy
are
that
neat.
they're actually in here. Like I
That's
didn't
great.
think Huey, Dewey, and Louie would actually take up spots, and some people are ticked off that they took up 3 spots. I don't really mind it that much.
Because they're so similar.
Yeah, because they're so similar, and plus, Huey has some interesting accessories, and then Dewey and Louie, they kind of have bland accessories in my opinion.
Right.
But also, in some iterations they have different hairs and stuff, but it's not a big deal. One thing though is who is missing. You said that classic Mickey. Well, you said Mickey, but we see Mickey
Yeah.
in here. So which character is it? Do you think?
2 characters that Ross is
Goofy?
mad about.
Yeah,
Oh, on the
Donald Duck.
money. Goofy.
that's it. Yeah,
Goofy and
there's
Pluto.
no Goofy. No Goofy.
Nope.
And we never got a Lego Goofy besides a Duplo one. So
How did they
that's
not put a
why
Goofy in
Ross
here?
is mad.
There's
That's
got to
why.
be. Wait, isn't there gonna be a Disney D2C? Like, could we maybe could it be a holdout?
I'm thinking they could do that, and they could do like a little preview. So Series 3 might have a Goofy, and then they'll put it in this one for now.
If they did a Goofy, do you think they would do special legs to make it taller? Or...
Probably not, because they didn't do
no.
that with Woody again for the
Yeah,
new
it
Toy
seems
Story.
like Lego likes keeping I guess they throw height kind of out of the equation. But then again, I mean, Chip and Dale in here have mid legs, and
Yeah.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie have short legs. But the thing with Goofy is he has a tall head, so it should probably be fine because it'll still look like he's taller just by the illusion of the headpiece.
Have we ever had dual molded short legs?
Dual molded short legs. We have. Actually, I think so.
What? You cut out for me.
Sorry, I said I think.
Like
maybe.
the
I don't know.
short,
In the
like Huey, Dewey, and Louie have dual molded short legs.
yeah, I don't know, because it looks like they pulled a Dobby where in the Harry Potter series, Dobby's his legs are painted. They're short legs and they're painted and they look dual molded, but they're not. But we have had dual molded short legs in the sense that it's 3 colors, where they have a color on top, a color on the bottom, and a color in the middle.
I just don't
But those
remember.
are technically dual molded. They were for but they're not like this. They're not these. So I don't know. I these could be dual molded, but I don't think they are. I think that's just some really good printing, but I might be wrong.
I guess we'll find out when we get them in hand.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I made a CMF draft with Ashton, Ashton Flash about this a year ago, and I called a lot of these. I did predict a lot of these. So.
Nostradamus over here.
You should revisit that and see how many you got right.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely planning to revisit probably like tomorrow or the day after and see and compare. I think I got like a good, maybe like 7, right? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4,
7
5,
out of 18
6,
isn't bad.
7, 8.
That's good.
I got 8. So
What's your favorite, Justin?
my favorite? Do you know? A lot of people are asking that. I'm not sure. I think Scrooge McDuck. I loved Scrooge McDuck, and I love the character. I love the figure. But Elsa and Anna turned out really well. Chip and Dale are really fun too. I can tell you my least favorite is probably Sally because I have the least attachment to that character.
Yeah.
And also another odd choice is Edna Mode from Incredibles because we had a version of her in the polybag last year.
What other figure could they have done instead of her though? Like to go with Frozen. I think the Frozen figure is really good too. Like it's a close second for me behind Scrooge McDuck. But
it's great that he's in there. But in the first series, and I guess they didn't do that in this series, they had characters that have one. So they had like Stitch and they had Maleficent, and that was just one. They weren't a pair. Right. I'm trying to look here.
I kind of like that they rounded out the Aladdin crew. Like you got Jasmine here, and you got Jafar, and Aladdin was in the first one, and also Genie. So if you're trying to get that complete collection, you got that.
Yeah. For sure. They did that, which was great.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Probably because the movie's coming out, but yeah. I'm looking here and
no Toy Story love though. I guess maybe because all the Toy Story sets are coming out.
Right. It's gotta be.
You know,
there's no Woody considering that Buzz was in the first series. You think?
I don't mind it because you know the sets will have Woody, but
sure.
I was thinking maybe they'd do like a classic Bo Peep because it doesn't seem like the sets will have a classic Bo Peep, but I don't know. Didn't happen here, so.
I do want to say I find this suit like for me personally like half of these characters I hardly know who they are. Like Jack Skellington and Sally and Jafar and Jasmine, Chip and Dale. I couldn't tell you what that's from.
Chip and Dale was like early '90s. Like I grew up with Chip and Dale. I think the biggest disappointment for me here is the vintage Mickey and Minnie. Considering if you wanted those, you could just go out and get them with the Steamboat Willie set.
Right.
And that would have been 2 spots. As much as people may be upset about Huey doing Louie, right there's 2 spots that you could easily fill something else.
And also another thing with them is that there's so many variants of Mickey that we could have gotten. Like we could have got the Sorcerer's Apprentice, the Three Musketeers.
That would have been great.
But they chose this one again, and I kind of understand because I don't think the Steamboat Willie set was planned as far ahead as this series is, because it was an idea set. So I don't know, but yeah, it does kind of suck, honestly.
Yeah, my problem with those is like, what other cartoon besides Steamboat Willie do we get a black and white Mickey and Minnie? That's well known. That's well known.
That's
right?
well known for sure. Yeah, you're right. You're
because
right.
like the whole idea is to use these in your builds and stuff, and if that's the only thing you know them from, right? Where these other characters appear in multiple different cartoons and such.
Yeah, and I'd probably argue that the Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey, you know, the Mickey with the magic hat, you know, that version.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd argue that one's probably more recognizable than Steamboat Willie Mickey. I don't know.
I didn't know Steamboat Willie was as popular as it is. Like,
it's
I don't know of anybody talking about it or referring to it.
I think the set is, and it's as a thing. It's sort of like Mickey Mouse in general is a thing that is supposed to be popular. Sure. It's a thing that executives tell us is popular.
But is Steamboat Willie popular though?
I think it's popular in the same sense where they're like, this is important. This is the first appearance of Mickey Mouse, and because it's the first appearance of Mickey Mouse, people like it. But I don't know if anybody's really seen it.
So I don't.
When I think about kids, it's like how many kids when they think of Mickey Mouse do they think of this black and white version?
You know? No, yeah, that's a good point.
Like none of them do. They think of like the Mickey Mouse they see on Disney Junior.
Yeah.
Or like I said, the one with the sorcerer's hat from Fantasia. You know, which.
That would have been great.
I do
want to add a broom as his accessory.
Oh,
legit. It writes itself,
so
man.
Good.
It writes itself.
You're killing me. I hope there's a series 3 now just for that. But
I'm sure there will be, but we're gonna have to wait another 3 years.
The Steamboat Willie thing, whether or not that's popular, I don't remember where I heard it or who I was talking to. It was within the last week, and someone basically said that the reason that Steamboat Willie and this whole Steamboat, like even if you go like yesterday at Target, Justin, when I was in the one near Orlando, they had like Steamboat Willie, Mickey, like plush dolls, like just on the shelves. Like Disney is pushing this because their copyright for Steamboat Willie is about to expire within like the next 5 years, and the reasoning they're pushing this is because I don't like the way it was worded that I heard is like essentially they're not lobbying to extend it again. So they're really just cashing out now for
Freaking
whatever else
finally.
they can.
Trying to get their money out of it.
Yeah, that seems to be the
'cause
idea.
They've been doing some criminal stuff, like
They got to pay for that
extending the
Fox
copyright and
acquisition,
everything.
right?
Oh yeah, that just happened. Yeah.
So eventually
So-
Disney's gonna own everything. You're gonna like Disney bucks is gonna be the currency. And
Disney bucks.
Disney bucks. Yeah, the
Disney,
Disney
oh,
Disney's
yeah.
park
gonna buy
money, the
Lego
Disney park
eventually.
money.
Like everything's gonna be.
Oh
Your
man.
house
Yeah,
is
I
probably
wanna-
gonna be owned by Disney. You'll work for Disney. Everything.
I went on a rant about similar thing to that on one of my live streams about like the ironic thing.
That
about
was you,
Steamboat
Danny.
Willie.
It was your live stream.
Yeah. So, back in the day, like there weren't any real copyright laws, and so Steamboat Willie was like a direct ripoff of this other cartoon. I'm forgetting the name of the other one, but you can easily find if you look it up. Like basically exact same cartoon. They just changed the character from the old one to Mickey Mouse, and that's where you found Mickey Mouse. And many of the original Disney cartoons are similar things where they ripped off of other cartoons, and then Disney started getting money from those, and then they were able to lobby in Congress and then pass copyright laws that protected them, and then grew in this giant that was preventing other people from doing what they did to get started. So it's
No,
this
yeah,
whole
because they did
thing.
with their movies and everything. Snow White, all these are
Exactly,
old
yep.
tales, and
Yep,
they
yep.
keep extending these copyrights outside of the law, and then they lobby for the law to be passed so that it actually works out, and it's really
exactly.
ridiculous. But
Disney has a really dark history if you look back far enough.
yeah, I know
Among
because
other things.
I'm going to say one sentence. I love how they fired James Gunn, but yet they did all these crappy things in the past that they try hiding. Like, good job, Disney. Okay, whatever. I'm getting
Well, they
Even
hired him
Walt
back,
Disney-
right?
yeah,
Walt
they hired
Disney
him back.
Company
They hired him
guy
back
thinks he
because
is.
I think they were scared. They're like, crap, that stuff's going to come up. Yeah, they don't want anybody to see Song of the South, but yeah, yeah. So there you go. I am going to have to step out for 1 second.
No
I'll
problem.
be back in 30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, so Danny, that was definitely your live stream that I was listening to that you were talking about the
Yeah.
Steamboat Willie thing, and I found that very interesting. I was like, you're totally right. Like they are really playing this up right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like this is all just so they can get all the money they can before their copyright expires, and
Mhm.
literally anyone can do what they want with it. Which will be like, I find that to be the more interesting part. What are people gonna do with this newfound like freedom to do whatever they want with the original Mickey Mouse? Like that's
I mean, the
gonna be
question is-
fascinating to watch.
Is will Disney let that happen? Will Disney come in at the last second and push laws in Congress to protect them still? Like that's the big question.
Like,
Well, they've got the sway to do so if they wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, like it's a little bit crazy that like Mickey Mouse would just become like free to use, right? Like it's
Public
Mickey
domain.
Mouse. Disney created it. Why should Disney ever lose it, right? Like I know we have these arbitrary laws where it's like copyright ends in 70 years or whatever, but it's
Yeah.
also like, but like they made it. Why do they ever have to lose it? But like I can also see where in some places it would be important to have that freedom.
I mean,
Sorry, Greg.
the best example is like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Greg.
No, I was just thinking like after a certain amount of time, after all the money's been made, it's good to allow the public access to certain things, like the Happy Birthday song, for example, which was copyrighted and now I think it's available now, right? Or is
yeah,
it
I
still
think
under
they just
copyright?
did. Yeah.
It's just crazy though that I can see it from both sides. Like if you were the creator of something, it would suck to lose it, even though you're probably long gone after that happens. But people should have access to these things and be able to use them. So I mean, anyone can make a Disney or make a Mickey Mouse cartoon then at that point.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's
Start
a
a
very
YouTube
similar
channel.
thing to the whole free use thing on YouTube.
Mhm.
Like
Very, yeah.
very similar arguments. So if you're like, I can't even imagine why the other side would argue for their point. Just look at the whole free use thing on YouTube.
Sure.
I'm serious.
Alright,
We need to get on the train here and start the vintage Mickey YouTube channel. We can get that rolling in 4 or 5 years. As soon as it expires, we'll be rolling in it. Oh my
Mickey
god.
Lug.
Yeah. That'd be crazy. What else
So
do we...
are we on Steamboat Willie technically?
Yeah,
The
we
set
can we can talk about the actual
itself?
set.
What do you guys think of the set itself?
Oops, did I click the wrong link?
Overpriced.
Overpriced?
That's not the right link. Hold on.
Oh,
You done goofed. Lego
rip, dang
Steam.
it, yeah. But so overpriced. I think that's a fair assessment, really, because it's like, it looks like a $50 to $60 set, but it's
Yeah.
$90, which is crazy, and only with 2 minifigures. Yeah. But I love how it looks. I love the figures. Don't get me wrong. I think these are actually better than the CMF versions. with the
So
silver. They look really beautiful.
The thing about the figures is like, so if you take away the figures, say the figures and the CMF packs are worth $8, right? That means you're paying $82 for that boat.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, it's not. I mean, I don't know if it's not worth it, but it's a pricey one. It's a overpriced.
I think the thing is like, I think we just made the point, like Disney's trying to cash out on this. Disney probably charged Lego like,
oh, no doubt,
a hot penny to use this, like a lot of money. Like Disney's probably getting like $20 a set.
Well, I don't know if they charge for it. I think
Whatever
what they do is like they make a percentage of like how much is sold, probably more than the percent. I don't know, or maybe it's the opposite.
I'm spitballing. Hey, Greg, you're gonna say something?
The piece count on this is deceiving, isn't it? Like you look at the set, and if I had to guess the number of pieces in this, I would not guess as high as it is.
Well, if you look on if you're on the Lego.com thing, no, there's like the extra like bit that the minifigures can stand on, too.
Okay.
Like that's probably a good 30 pieces. Like, do you see that, like the Mickey silhouette stand?
Also, I think a lot of the pieces are going into the chunkiness of this. There's no inside, so it's a very chunky, dense vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So there's probably a lot of bricks inside that are covered. Usually, we would expect it to be hollowed out inside, but yeah.
Yeah, another big thing is the boat hole. It's not those whole pieces. It's brick built, which adds on a lot more.
So there's definitely a lot of pieces that aren't seen here, but still, even that, it just doesn't look like it's really exactly worth the price. And I heard it's even more in Canada, like not just like the conversion rate, but like it's ridiculously overpriced there. There's some good prints here and some good pieces. Like I like the bird and such, but yeah.
Oh shoot.
Good display piece.
I thought the page would stay. Oh man, I thought it was gonna. Let me see. What's the set number? I'm trying to find out the Canadian price.
21317. I think it's 120 Canadian.
That evens out. Yeah, 120 Canadian. CAD to USD. Dude, I was doing this the other day because people always complain about the pricing. So, 100. It's $90 US. That's 119.63 Canadian. That's almost perfect.
Oh,
Canadians,
really? Okay,
Canadians quit whining.
All right, I got it from Ash and Flash. Okay.
Ash and Flash quit whining. You too.
I was like, oh.
You're ridiculous.
I posted a picture in the document of the inside. That's from the brick sets review, so you can see how many pieces are actually in there.
Oh, really? Let me
building
see.
the hole.
Oh,
As
that
for
is.
Price, I think the
That's
price
the
is...
inside?
Yeah, that's the inside of the hole.
Way
Oh
more
my
colorful
gosh.
than I was expecting.
That's where all the pieces are.
The illusion
that's
is
not
ruined.
ridiculous, because those, I think some of those colors are cheaper to produce, so that's why it looks so colorful. So wow, yeah, that's not that much.
That's really
yeah.
stunning when you look at the outside of it, then you see the inside. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really weird because looking at all like the pictures on Lego.com and like there's just no color, and I'm like, well, one of these is gonna have color, right? I don't know. It just looks so weird to see a set in black and white
I
like
think
that.
Yeah, it's such a cool style. It looks beautiful. It's just the price that's kind of ridiculous.
I think the
Absolutely.
price is actually kind of reasonable. This is coming from someone
here we
that
go.
complains about Lego prices all the time. Just being the fact, I know we kind of debated whether Steamboat Willie's popular, but like Ryan said, Mickey Mouse and Disney in general are just wildly popular. And I think this is going to bring a lot of non-Lego people in to buy this set specifically for that reason.
Yeah, no, I've
Potentially.
seen a lot of love on social media for this one. So.
Yeah. I just want that guitar. That thing's awesome.
Oh, looks great. Yeah.
The little guitar. But I don't. For me, I don't have enough of a priority on this to spend 90. If it ever drops 20%, I might consider it. It's got a hook on the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's what's the deal with the hook on the back?
Clark loves hooks.
Oh,
So
well, there you go.
Really?
if I look at a set and I'm like, does it have wheels? Does it have a hook?
This
It's got
one-
one of the two.
This one has wheels underneath. It
Oh,
rolls.
We're sold. Done.
Yeah, it rolls.
Speaking of hooks and stuff, do you guys ever get frustrated with the string they use for Lego?
Yes.
Yeah.
Always.
I'm amazed. Yeah, legit. And so Clark plays with hooks with those string attached.
Yeah,
Like, does he ever
it's-
pull it off?
No, it's fine. I mean, if you have it
Really?
knotted up and stuff, it's okay. But yeah, we've got knots in it, and once you get a knot in it, it's there forever. You're never getting it out. That's probably like the worst thing about it.
For sure. Yeah. There's just hate putting those on. I thought they were done with them, but I mean, there's
Yeah.
not really a way to avoid it now. I guess.
I mean, the way I see around it is if they using like those ball and socket pieces, if they put like a ball on the end of the string and then a socket on whatever you're attaching it to, and then it just popped in that
Work.
way.
Yeah, it would have to be a little bit smaller so that it doesn't get.
Yeah. Mhm.
a
But
good idea.
that could actually work, huh? So I guess that's it for Steamboat Willie. So
Oh, we have one more thing to add to that. Well, like I'm
Play
gonna,
feature?
as much as I don't want to buy this set, I'm buying the set, right? Like you're buying it too, right, Justin?
yeah, for sure.
Because
And that's the thing. Like, I waited for ship on a bottle. I still haven't gotten ship on a bottle. I love that set, but this one I'm buying right away.
well, no,
I love cartoony designs.
no, you're forgetting the reason we're buying it right away. There's the
because of
Disney
signing
Spring
event.
signing
Yeah.
event.
I was gonna buy it right away, regardless.
I might buy one online and then go get one signed and keep my signed one sealed. I might do
That's
that.
fair.
Be worth doing.
It's $180. It's like, I really didn't want to buy this set to begin with, but screw it.
Actually,
We're going all
honestly,
in.
No, if I was you, just buy one that you would keep signed sealed. Like, do you really want to display?
Yeah, it's probably a good point. It was more so I could open it and make a review of it, but I also might not want to do that. We'll
For
see.
me personally, I've been appreciative of sets like this a lot lately, like the Rey vs. Kylo Ren set that came out too. Because the way I have my setup, I have like a whole bunch of random stuff on the middle shelf, and I like it that way.
This will fit
So I can
nicely in
display-
your random stuff shelf, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. I could display an iconic thing like this, and
Right.
it looks good. It looks good enough to display. So.
Yeah.
Ryan, did you buy the Ideas storybook set?
Yeah, we are all proud owners.
Mm-hmm.
I was
That
gonna
is
say
true.
because Grant's gonna be at Brickworld, so if you want to get that
Ooh.
signed,
I
There
should
you
probably
go.
buy another one and get it sealed,
Yeah.
have it sealed
Wait,
and
so-
signed. That'd be cool.
Have him
Brian.
sign his tile.
Have his
Oh.
sign his tile. I don't know. Oh yeah, it is
Yeah.
big enough. You're right. You want
Well,
to send me his tile? I'll get it signed for you. I'll do it if you want me to. I'm sure he will.
It's actually tempting.
Yeah.
his tile was
let
on
me know.
Lug Bulk, and we wanted to buy just a ton of them and just dump them all over. it.
Wait, they were actually selling them on Lug Bulk?
Yeah, they were. The Davis tile is hilarious.
How
When
much?
he was on, didn't we look it up on Bricklink to see what it was selling?
Yeah, I
for?
want to say it was like less than $1 or something close to that.
Yeah.
It wasn't. How much was it on Lug Bulk, if you're allowed to say?
I'm not allowed to say Lug Bulk prices, but I'll just say it was a good deal.
What
It was a good deal that we were willing to spend a lot of money to do it, but we ended up not.
a concept. That's cool. I can't believe they're actually selling it on Lug Bulk. He's like, "Who's my name? Worthless to you?" Wait, you should probably be asking for royalties on that, dude. Dude, he's getting.
Oh yeah, Lug Bulk royalties. There.
I'm just saying, they can't just sell stuff with his name on it like that. Come on now, that's crazy. That's pretty cool though. So Steamboat Willie signing. Oh yes, more Steamboat Willie coverage here on the podcast. There's a box error. Way to go,
I
Lego.
gotta stop looking at this set because the more I look at it, the more I want it.
I
And
know,
don't want
right?
$90 on it. I just keep staring at it, and I'm like, I gotta get this.
Have you seen the play feature for it?
No, I have. Is it the things go up and down on
Yeah.
the pipes or whatever?
Push it, yeah.
I think Greg's
Okay.
buying it.
I think I have to. Well, I'm a huge Lego Ideas fan, and I got to get this because we know things are going downhill with the Friends set. Not the Lego Friends,
Oh,
but
yeah, yeah.
the actual Friends Ideas set.
I think that's going to be one of the best-selling ideas sets. So watch out.
Well, if you're a fan of the show, so.
I saw so much love for that. Like people were sharing.
Oh
that.
yeah.
Then they
like,
might as
I
well just
always
make one
check
for
it.
The Office too, because that one would be even
And
better.
I think they will. Yeah, because did one hit 10K or is that 5K? There's an Office one at like it's getting high up there.
That would it would destroy if they did that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no.
Wasn't
I think
there a
it's good.
similar one like that reached 10,000 before like Golden Girls or something, but then it got denied?
Yeah, yeah, it did.
Golden Girls.
But
I
Big
thought
Bang
that was
Theory came
hilarious.
out. If you guys remember Big Bang.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And that one was a poor seller. So I don't know.
I mean, it's cool if you're a fan of whatever show it is, but if you don't watch it, it's like, dang, there's a wasted slot, you know?
Yeah, but I see that with anything. Like for me personally, I don't like the ideas space sets, and they've done like 3 space sets already or 4.
How
And
dare you, Jeff?
I
People
know, I
just
know.
love
Everybody,
that
I know.
stuff.
Everybody loves the space sets. It's an unpopular opinion, but like, I'm like, okay, another one of these, and it's gotta.
I honestly think
Yeah. What are you gonna say?
I honestly think that the Saturn V is like one of the greatest Lego sets of all time.
I love it.
So many people think that, but for me,
But they're all wrong.
I know. It's to each their own. I like minifigure scale stuff, so I don't have much of a place to really display that. But I guess I could go on the random shelf. But then again, it's too big.
It would
not
go
really
nice
for
next
me,
to
I
Steamboat
guess.
Mickey or Steamboat Willie because it's black and white. It's in the color scheme.
Yeah, that's true. But again, it's
I
it's
got-
way too
I'm gonna
big
tell
for
you
that.
something-
Yeah, you need like a random table for the Saturn
Yeah.
V, or like a random wall, not a shelf.
Yeah, I need that for Cloud City too.
Remind me after the show, and I'll tell you guys something I did with my Saturn, or you can do with your Saturn V that is not. Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Leg Willy.
No, I'll remind you. It's pretty funny. I did it like 6 months ago and obviously changed it back, but I'll talk about it later. I just real quick want to touch on the box era on the Steamboat Willie. Does anybody know the box era?
Yeah.
The numbering.
The numbering. How does that happen? What are you doing? Someone's got to get fired. No.
Did you see the official announcement from Lego about that?
Yeah, I did. They're just like we basically got in over our heads.
We were so excited to release it.
What am I
Yeah.
missing here? What's the number error? What are you talking about?
It's the same number as Flintstones.
The Lego Ideas number on the
Oh,
bottom
okay.
right of the box.
Okay.
So
I think it would have been kind of cool if they didn't have any color at all in the box. Like even the Lego logo, if that was black and white, and where it says Mickey Mouse, it was black and white. It would just be kind of crazy to see that.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna save this photo and see if I can.
Would hurt branding though.
Yeah, Lego 21317. I'm gonna try to like make that real quick, and I gotta know what this is gonna look like. Cause I can just make it black and white.
I see what you're saying.
Good.
It would
Danny.
almost catch your eye, like if you just looked at it and you're like, "Whoa, that's really weird."
I think as it is, it already kind of does. Like,
yeah,
it already
it's
is really
still
weird.
Like
but
you're still wondering, like, why is that in black and white?
yeah, but I it would have been so great if it was missing just that little bit more of color. What were you gonna say, Danny?
Oh no, I answered my own question.
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna try to make.
I feel like
this-
we've talked about this set for like 20 minutes.
We probably have.
Probably
There's
too
much
much, right?
else.
People are like,
Yeah.
"Come on."
Well, we had like 3. We had the signing, we had the error, and then we had Steamboat Willie. But then we had Disney Series 2, which had it. So
It all kind of comes back.
A lot of Steamboat Willie.
yeah,
What are you gonna do?
Dang, Steamboat Willie.
great.
All right. What other topics do we have?
All right, so that's the
The
show.
Rich
Peace
Boy.
out, guys. No,
Do we have a Just You Rant?
complete-
I want to Just You Rant.
Yeah,
Well, my
it's
rant
been
was
a
that
couple
they didn't
weeks
put
now.
Goofy. Why didn't they put Goofy? But Ross did a great video on it.
Ross
so.
did do a great video on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we're out of We're fresh out of top. As much news as there was.
I know it seemed like
oh,
there was a lot more.
You know what we
but-
didn't do?
Hey,
we
you're
didn't
bring-
do like a
Oh, you did
subreddit
have one
meme.
more topic on there, Ryan.
What is
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Oh, Rich Boy
Rich
J.
Boy J.
I
Yeah.
saw this yesterday.
On Reddit?
I was on
Yeah, I
Reddit.
saw on
It was
Reddit,
really
yeah.
popular because there's so much awesomeness on there, and I'm like, oh my god, Rich Boy J is on the popular page on Reddit.
I know that guy.
My mind was blown.
It was
I
crazy.
was like, I talked to that guy.
Yeah, that was
He's
he's
like famous.
yeah, he made it big time. It was really cool. It was really
Did
cool.
he make it to the #1 spot? I didn't see.
It was like when I went there to the popular page, it was like the second thing on the list.
Wow.
Really? I
that's
didn't know it was
crazy.
that high up. I thought it was at like 2K. You know.
Oh no, it was definitely
It was incredible.
up there.
I'm adding a link to the bottom for our meme of the week from Reddit. I didn't read the comments on last week's episode. I was super busy today. I'm sorry, guys. You guys will forgive me. It's all
How
right.
dare you?
Sorry, this is our meme of the week, though. It is brought to you by Jedi Bob 24, and he has put us a meme that says, "When you are talking about where you live." Of course, Brickatect says, "You guys always act like you're better than me," and then myself, Just Too Good, and the Action Brick.
Oh yeah, I did see that one. I did. See
Justin and I live
Oh,
in
you
Florida, and
warm weather people.
yeah, Tab lives in Cali, so
Yeah.
Greg's just dying up in Pennsylvania. What are
It's
you gonna
it's
do?
almost above freezing, so things are getting better.
It's
here.
almost above freezing. What a way to word it. Hey, I'm going to North Carolina this weekend, so I'm gonna be freezing my butt. It's gonna be like high of
Oh, no.
65. What am I
Wait,
gonna
so-
do?
Ryan, did you go to a Lego convention recently?
I'm going this weekend.
Okay. I was confused. I thought you went a few weeks ago, and I was like, huh?
No, I'm going this weekend. That's why I was.
Okay.
That's why I like drove to Orlando last night to get the Lego sets, because I was like, I can't wait till tomorrow if I want to get it done before I leave.
So have you done like all the Spring Wave basically? No?
Nope. Couple action battle sets, couple more 20th anniversary sets, and the other at least 5 more sets when I get
Wow.
back. Yeah.
Speaking of conventions, Justin, I don't know if we ever talked about this. Have you considered just going to a convention just as a normal person and just walking around because
Like
no one would
undercover?
yeah, just like no one would recognize you, just walk around
Definitely.
and have a good time?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's something I want. I want to go out of my way to do it. So if there's more conventions in the Orlando area that were like big,
Mhm.
for
Yeah,
sure.
they're never
which-
down here.
That's the thing. They aren't. I don't know why, but
Do you think there's a chance that someone would recognize your voice and put it together?
it depends how much I talk, really. Because like if I'm walking around talking, like, oh, this is your mock, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
But if I don't, then I don't think so. And plus, it's kind of hard to recognize a voice in person. Apparently, I sound different in person. I don't know if this is true, but somebody said that one.
Not really.
So, no?
It'd be interesting
There we
like,
go.
if
Hey,
there's
thank
people taking pictures there and vlogging and whatever. Like you could
Yeah.
potentially be in those shots and no one would
Oh,
ever
yeah.
know.
Yeah, no, legit.
It'd be cool.
No, for sure. I just wish there was more conventions in Florida because I don't want to fly out, do this, because I'll be honest, I love mocks, I love that stuff, but I don't know if I'll get much enjoyment going to a convention undercover and just looking at mocks. I'd really go to conventions to socialize with friends.
No, yeah, the social
Yeah.
aspect of it is big.
That's
Yeah.
definitely it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Ryan's
So, I
hardcore.
don't
He's
know if
all
I would
over
do
the
it.
United States going to conventions.
I know.
You
I got a busy slate. I'm going to North Carolina, and in June we got Chicago, and then back over to Virginia for Chantilly or Brick for Virginia and
Chicago's a
Chantilly.
crazy one. That's a
Chicago's
drive.
crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts, but I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be some fun events this summer. I really am looking forward to it. It's gonna be nice. My plan with it is just like this weekend is to have all my videos done ahead of time and just have them all scheduled and done and everything. And like I'm just gonna go enjoy myself and not worry about YouTube. And it's gonna be sweet.
That's cool. We're finally gonna
Ryan,
meet in person in Virginia.
You're gonna what, Greg?
We're gonna meet in person in Virginia
We are.
because we're going
Oh
to that one.
shoot!
It's gonna be crazy.
Whoa.
I'm,
Ryan, are you going to Bricks at the 6 in Canada?
I think I'm not gonna go to Canada.
Oh,
Yeah.
missing out. That's Simon's like running the convention. It's its first year.
Yeah, I heard
And
about that, but
and it's the weekend after Brick Fair, so there's like a whole caravan of people going to Brick Fair, Virginia, and then driving from there up to.
you see, the
Toronto.
thing is, like, I could do the drive from Virginia to Toronto, right? And then it's like,
Yeah.
I gotta come back, and it's like, oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
like 27 hours.
Oh,
I've
Wait, so,
gone too
Ryan,
far.
Do you drive up to these, or do you?
I usually fly to Chicago and Virginia, but last year I drove to Virginia, and this year I'm going to drive to Chicago and Virginia. It's going to be pretty nuts.
Are you driving next week?
I'm driving tomorrow morning. I'm waking up at like 5 a.m. and I'm gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna be able to schedule everything, right?
Yeah, I already made my videos.
I mean, the bricks and bits. Should I?
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to upload this right. Yeah, we'll talk about that after. Do we have any other
We
topics?
totally go together to these things, man. Justin,
You're
put your
missing
mask on
out.
and just go, man.
I know. I mean my insect
Jeez,
disguise, not mask, but
Okay. You're-
yeah, it
your
gets
real
kind
face.
of sweaty when I'm,
Yeah.
you know.
I would. It doesn't sound enjoyable. You just gotta get like you gotta shave your head, and no one would know. Like Just Too Good's not bald, right? Like he couldn't be. There you go.
No, you might
It's
be on
easy
something.
disguise.
It's hard to say.
There you go.
I
Yeah.
like the mystery though.
No, yeah, for sure. But we'll see in the future. I mean, human disguise for sure. I'll do.
All right. Well, do
I'll
we
go
have
to the convention.
do we have any other topics?
I think we're
I
good,
got
and that's
All right.
okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Danny, where can people find you?
Nowhere, because I disappear after this week. 'Cause I'm
It's
on
spring break.
But you can check out my channel, Leg Up Productions. More importantly, check out the Rebel Leg channel on social media, because that's where you're
You,
gonna see
you want me to
everything.
link that instead?
Yeah, link Rebel Leg instead.
Okay. I will link Rebel Look. Well, thank you, Danny, for coming on. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Ty the Lego Guy, MBL Designs, and Iceberg Bricks. You can find them all linked down in the description below. You should totally go subscribe to all of them, or you're missing out on great Lego videos on the YouTube. Thank you, Justin and Greg. You guys have anything final to say?
Nope.
Nothing.
Where's Goofy?
Where's Goofy? Hashtag Where's Goofy? The new movement. All right. See you guys next week.